Cian, I suppose for a group that are always looking forward and never dwelling too much in the past, I suppose hunger is something that's going to be mentioned. Every year it's a new factor to see can Limerick keep coming back. I suppose what's the mindset or the mind frame within players like yourself and the camp in general? Is it just, do you kind of wipe the season clean after the All Ireland final and the celebrations, and is it back to zero again, or what's the mind frame?
I suppose at the moment, especially after this year, it's hugely important to switch off and take a break too as well. Especially the last 18 months has kind of been a roller coaster for everyone, whether you're playing sport or life in general. So for us, just to be able to switch off and not look too far ahead, not, as you say, dwell on the past either, because no one knows what tomorrow might bring. So for ourselves, it's just about living in the moment, enjoying the downtime and trying a few new bits as well, whether it's a bit of inner soccer or a bit of switching off time, playing a bit of music, then do that then. So we won't look too far ahead.
Hi, Cian. Brian Barry here from Sky Sports. How are things?
Hey Brian, how are you getting on?
Good, thanks. Good. Two-time player of the year now. Joining only Henry Shefflin has done it multiple times other than yourself. Is that extra special?
Obviously the individual awards are a nice touch, and I suppose the 12 guys from Limerick that won the All-Stars the other day, and obviously the other players, is a huge thing on an individual level for the families and clubs in the county. But I suppose the most important thing is, the team doing as much as you can as a team, as a group. And I know we harp on about the 35-man panel and the backroom staff, and I suppose it's credit to every one of them. I was just fortunate enough to take the award the other day, and it could have been Kyle or Sean, and that's just the beauty of it. We have a bit of crack, a bit of banter, and we get on so well that we all back each other, and just look forward to getting back onto the pitch and pushing each other again.
Was there much slagging between yourself, Sean, and Kyle there the last few weeks in the lead up to Friday?
We were playing a bit indoor soccer there of a Thursday night, and we just lace into each other. So I said that was as good as it got now. But no, that's just, as I said, they just want to keep pushing each other and driving each other on. And we've all grown up together. Like, I know myself and Sean have played since under 13, under 14 with Limerick together the whole way up. So it's just nice to be able to, I suppose, have these extra little bits together as well, and obviously Kyle coming in to the senior panel a few years ago as well. We're all so tight knit. Everyone wants to see each other doing well and pushing the boundaries.
Yeah. So I take it you're not back training yet with Limerick, or when will that happen, or do you have any indication? Or
no, to be honest, at the moment we're not, just kind of tipping away ourselves. Obviously we want to stay in a bit of shape, and as I said, I suppose you want to take a break and enjoy a bit of downtime too, and it's coming up to Christmas, so it's nice to be able to just relax and enjoy a few days of just chilling out.
Yeah. You're doing a bit of college hurling with NUIG, is that right?
Yeah, played a bit of Fitzgibbon League there. I played 2 games, and obviously the Fitzgibbon after Christmas. Looking forward to getting involved with that with NUIG. So trying to stay as young as I can, or as long as I can.
Always nice to throw on a different jersey, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, in fairness, it's nice, and sure, socially as well, it's nice to meet new people as well, and get to know new lads, and obviously another experience as well.
Yeah. Where would you kind of rank the Fitzgibbon Cup this year in terms of facing into it? And I know it's probably got, like, there's been a bit of talk with the split season and everything that's squeezed a bit, and it's very early in the year, but still, does it still hold the same recognition for you?
Yeah, 100%. Sure, I've played Fitzgibbon with Mary I for 3 years, and we're fortunate enough to win 2 of them. So Fitzgibbon is up there, and you want to push on now at NUIG and do the best we can. Yeah.
Just on the Limerick side of things again, I saw that John Kiley brought in Cabro Carolan there into the backroom team. Is that exciting that you get to work with somebody of his calibre?
Yeah, 100%. And obviously looking forward to getting back and getting to know him, and learning and trying to push on again. And we're all very excited in that sense. But at the moment, I suppose for ourselves as players, we haven't really, looked too far ahead in regards to that. So we're just trying to focus on the present moment and enjoying the bit of downtime.
Yeah. So what does downtime look like for Cian Lynch now if you put the hurl in the boot of the car for a few weeks?
Yeah, I'd only pick it up now. Played the 2 league matches with NUIG, but just playing a bit of music, chilling out, going for an old few walks, or just meeting the lads there locally and going into little gigs around the place. So that's kind of my downtime, bit of music and just switching off. It's important.
Yeah. Well, listen, enjoy it. Thanks, Cian. That's all from me.
Cool.
How are you, Cian? On from Pundit Arena. Congratulations, first of all. I saw John Kiley said it was a little bit surprising to see Cork didn't get any All-Stars. Were you surprised to see that as well? And I suppose Patrick Horgan not getting in.
I suppose they are the extra bits at the end of the year, like, and obviously it's a nice touch for any individual to get an All-Star or an award like that. But I don't know, obviously it's probably be disappointed themselves, but there's no point looking too much into it. I suppose for ourselves it was an honour that the 12 of us ended up picking up an All-Star and the little bits like that. But I don't know, we just want to focus on driving on and pushing on again.
Yeah, and would it be a goal of yours to maybe even equal or surpass Henry Shefflin's record of 3 Player of the Year awards, or is it something you think about much at all?
No, to be honest, I'm more focused on doing the best we can as a group and as a team for the betterment of the team. And if that means running around in circles at home for the betterment of the team, I'll do that. So, no.
Yeah, and what do you think the future is for this Limerick team? Do you think it can be a bit of a dynasty, I suppose, like to Kilkenny team from the thousands or whatever, or is that just something that you try to keep out of mind?
No, we don't really look into that too much, to be honest. We're personally, anyway, I'm very in the moment and like to live in the present day and not look too far ahead, because no one does know what tomorrow might bring. So just enjoying, I suppose, the moments we have together and I suppose the memories we've made so far, and trying to push on and do something today that'll benefit you for tomorrow. So that's what we kind of focus on.
Yeah, I suppose just to touch on half time, and I suppose your 2 biggest matches of the year, in the Munster final, Tipperary were well ahead and you somehow came back, and then in the All-Ireland final, at least the spectators, it appeared that the game was pretty much over. I mean, how was the Limerick change room at half time in both those cases? You obviously believed at half time against Tipperary, but against Cork, was it a case of you just kind of knew you had it won, or was it still very intense environment?
Oh, you never look beyond any given moment in a game, whether you're up or down. You want to regroup, and especially half time is a good way to regroup and I suppose reevaluate the whole situation. And especially against Cork in the final, we've had massive battles down through the years where they've had one up on us and we've had one up on them. So obviously we give them the utmost respect, and we know each other so well. So we knew it was going to be a massive battle coming out in the second half to try and push on again. And look, thank God we did.
Yeah, and I suppose you've won almost everything there is in hurling at the age of 25 already, but maybe the big one evading you is the Club All-Ireland. Is that kind of the main goal for you, or is that something you'd like to win now more than anything else?
Obviously you want to win as much as you can, and obviously with the club this year losing the county final was a massive disappointment, still trying to get over it. But no, you kind of, if you put those kind of targets out there, you're kind of putting yourself under massive pressure. If you never achieve them, then you're kind of left in massive disappointment. So just trying to do the best you can on any given day. So looking forward to getting back with the club again next year and trying to take every game as it comes and push on again and hopefully get over the line.
Hi Cian, it's Gary Collins from Balls that you had here. How are you?
Good man.
Just I suppose, obviously you've made a huge impact on the intercounty scene ever since you've come on. You're still only 25. You hear these comments being made. I know your uncle was saying, or around the time of the Ireland final there, he was calling you the Messi of hurling and this sort of thing. How do you try and block out those comments, or is it nice to hear people pay such hold you in such high regard?
To be honest, I try and stay off social media and stuff for, I suppose, around games and around matches. So I suppose you don't kind of come across things like that. But obviously it's an honour to hear obviously people come up to you and say nice things. But no, every little bit like that is for the betterment of the team. You want to be able to put everything back to the team and onto that 35-man panel, because we know there's such competition there that no one is guaranteed a jersey next year, no one's guaranteed a position on the team, and that's what we keep going back to and keep, I suppose, harping on about, just pushing each other and pushing things on. And as I said, those individual awards are huge, but it's all for the team.
Yeah, and like when you're on the pitch, sometimes you do put out these like little moments, flicks and tricks and stuff. It's stuff that you don't like normally see on at intercounty level. It's like it almost seems sometimes like you're enjoying the game like a kid would. Is that something you try and bring to the game as well? Like whenever you take to the pitch?
Yeah, I suppose enjoyment is everything, and I suppose in life in general, you have to enjoy the things you're doing. And we grew up playing sport, whether it's, for me, it was soccer and hurling. And for the young girls and young boys at different sports and different hobbies, you have to enjoy them. You're putting so much time into these hobbies that you need to be able to go out looking forward to playing and coming home saying, by God, I had a great crack there, it was great fun. And I think that's just an important thing. I know we can get caught up in the whole, I suppose, emotion of winning and losing, but you need to be able to look back in years to come and say, yeah, I really enjoyed playing hurling or playing football or whatever it was. We had a special group of lads, and that's what we try and do, and that's what I try to do personally, just have fun.
Yeah, I think you said that actually after the All-Ireland final, that you want hope that like kids watching at home, they could take a bit of inspiration from it and make sure they keep sticking with sport and all that. Is that something that you're conscious of the whole time, is just trying to give kids something to enjoy and give them a bit of inspiration, stick with the game?
100%. I suppose we were all kids once upon a time, and we all knew how important sport was in our lives. And I suppose any kid, girl or boy, it's an outlet, and it's a great social building block to meet new people and to build confidence and build self-esteem. And it's not all about the winning or the end result. It's about just, I suppose, building yourself as a person through that sport as well. So yeah, it's hugely important, and I suppose any kids try and get involved in as many sports as possible.
And like, have you found that in your time in sport that it's kind of helped mold your character as a person, even completely away from the pitch and just in your life in general?
Yeah, 100%. Sure, you learn so many skills aside from the actual skills of the sport. Your social interactions with people of different, I suppose, in regards to playing with the county, you're meeting lads from other parts of Limerick that you mightn't have had the opportunity to meet, and you learn from each other, and you, I suppose, adapt, and it's a massive way of building your self-character, as you said.
You're having your bit of downtime at the moment, like you're saying. You were on a bit of a holiday recently there with a few of the lads. Did you enjoy that, or is it nice to get away with as a group and put the feet up for a few days?
Yeah, it was lovely now, in fairness. Nice just to relax, and I suppose with a bit of sunshine, I know you probably don't recognise my old tan now, but the bit of sunshine will always give you now a lift, so yeah, really enjoyed it.
Now you're kind of, I suppose, facing back into next season as well. It's a bit of a change after coming back from the heat to know you're going to be going out in the cold and the wind and the rain over the next few weeks to try and get back into it again. Is it something that you look forward to even though you've only had a short time off, really?
Yeah, 100%. Sure, the reason you play the sport is to go train and go meet the lads. So I think we're all looking forward to getting back on the horse and just going pushing each other again. And we know next year is going to be a massive battle. There's 9 or 10 teams there that all have a massive part to play in the massive championship. So looking forward to it.
Just finally for me, Cian, it's kind of something you mentioned there a couple of times about being able to switch off and stuff. Do you find it is very important to find that kind of balance in your life, that you're not completely, absorbed by the hurling the whole time, and that you're able to kind of switch off from it and, partake in your other interests away from sport altogether?
Yeah, it is. It's massively important. And even in the thick of things, you need to be able to step away and realise perspective is everything, and there's other important things in life as well. And I know sport gives us all, I suppose, me personally, massive purpose in life. I suppose is the basis of nearly everything I do, but you need to be able to set yourself, I do need to relax, I do need to meet the lads, and I do need to chill out. And that is massively important, because you can get consumed. You can end up, I suppose, sacrificing meeting a few of the lads because you want to do that extra bit. So it is important just to be able to say to yourself, might be no harm to relax tonight and chill out and just enjoy life. That's what it all goes back